of primer paint. How far I've gotten. Did some of the porch. I did get the door. Was working on some of this, and we got some of the side done. And let's see what else we got done. We're working on the door inside. Clearly I didn't finish, but Waylon keeps like banging the spot right here, and I need to refill that again when he's not home so it has time to dry. And then I need to finish priming that. And all the things going on in our house. Lots of things. I got this all sanded down. There was like wood filler that I got because the dogs had scratched the heck out of that. I know I need to replace the liner, but I got this wood filler. I did my second coat today because it like sucked in, so that was the second coat. And there was some dings, scratches like from the dog, my mom's dog, and had scraped and filled all around here. And I had scraped and filled the post. I sanded it today after filling it, I think the other day or something. Maybe the day before, I don't know, I've been resting. And then I did the wood filler, and then did filler again after I sanded it. And then this door has been a hot mess. It needed like a lot of filler. It sunk in, sanded it, and then I filled it again. I'll sand it again, and then I should be able to prime that. And I might be able to get this back section just around the door, 2 doors, done. So yeah, it's super hot out. Trying to keep some of the plants alive in this wasteland of heat. And we were watching about the droughts all over the world, and gosh, it looks as bad as crocuses. So anywho, I filled up the pool a little bit. Not really much going on back here, just we have some grasses, purple fountain grass, snake plants. Gonna jump in that pool tonight again to cool off. And we just have a few fig trees still for sale. Some of them putting figs on. I have a few pepper plants that are alive. Some dandelion greens. We have the asparagus. Pets. There's some loofah growing back here. We actually thought this was going to cover this whole pergola. That just, gosh, it's been too hot to even do that. We've got some banana trees, the lemon tree, some beans. Loofah growing over here. Seems to be doing a little bit better. Maybe get shaded by the banana trees and stuff for the arch. My papaya tree is looking good. And our fig trees back here are putting on more figs for a second round. Where are they? I saw a whole bunch earlier. There's like a ton of figs on here. Again, so I'm trying to keep the figs alive for another go around to have fresh figs for sale for people, if that works out. Fingers crossed. Waylon was removing all of he was going to put a patio back here. I don't know if we're going to do that or not, because there's like fig roots at the top here, so where he's actually thinking of just putting more topsoil conditioner down and letting the grass fill in over here, and we'll just have like a shaded grassy knoll nook here. So here's all the pavers and stuff he pulled up. We'll make use of them later. And he moved all of the rain catchment over the past, I don't know how long. I do need to paint some of these, but there's 1, 2, 3, and he moved the 4th one back that way. That's our car wash one that we got. That's a water tank we picked up. That's one from the city. And then, like I said, there's just a lot going on. I'm trying to keep a few things alive. to really just let the garden go. It's too much for me right now. Too hot, too dry. The earth is crack-a-lackin'. And we really didn't get but one pumpkin, honestly. Not sure what happened. There's some okra over here. Waylon just saving the seed, I guess. And here's our mulberry tree. Goji berry. Here's where he put the other rain catchment tank here for the garden. We've got a plumeria. Like I said, just a couple of bell pepper plants. And surprisingly, a couple of plumerias. This is our bacon avocado tree. I'm going to keep this in the pot until after our freezes, and I'll plant it outside. Just really hot and tired. Look at that papaya tree. It popped up from a seed somewhere in here. So, yeah, we're just going to see what happens with that crazy dude. My ground cherries are dying back. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they're supposed to because it's so hot. So I've had a few. Oh, but I've been calling these my survivor beets. These are actually still good, and I've been just kind of pulling them up, eating here and there. I didn't have the energy to can them, so we've just been snacking on them. I have another project that I need to paint. But I have a lot of projects I need to sand and paint. Woo! This was what happened. So here's our banana trees. And this is the new rain catchment that we got. So that's why I'm painting, just so we can put up some new gutters for the front and the back. One's 450 and one's, I think, 200 or just over 200 gallons from Tank Depot. And we got one of those rubber mats from Tractor Supply. So that's that. And we have rain catchment here. 50-gallon barrel, 55. We've got rain catchment from the city here. Got grapes. The yellow raspberries are doing good. The blueberries are doing good. The black raspberries are doing good. Oh, there's my onion somebody gave us. Some plants for sale. A moringa for sale. We did finish this patio for the most part. This is where the big tank's going to go once this is all painted. The rubber mat will go down here. So we finished the patio. And the way the edges are, we put those on the other side. So everything's tucked in really good. And he'll finish this over here later. So we got that going on. And there's a little porch nook I've been working on. I did sand the windows, but I need to paint that out. I don't know that I'm gonna do that underneath. I just probably gonna do the outside of the trim because I just don't know how much energy I'll have. Yeah. So it'll just be from here to here to here. We gutters along the back at some point. So this is a lot of rainwater. What happens is it always was washing off out soil down here. We put mulch, it would wash it out. We put down pea gravel and river rock, and that really helped. But with the drought, the bushes were dying, so we stripped them out and said, let's put rain catchment here. So that's what we've been working on. Oh, there's our pomegranate tree, the peach tree, the avocado tree, the brown turkey fig tree, and I don't have anything here right now. And I've got the other grapevine back here. So, just taking my time, working on some things little by little. I actually left the paint can on the porch, and it popped the top. And I took the cover off, and I'm like, it seemed a little loose, and I'm like, okay, maybe it was the heat. And I guess I was gonna just shake it real quick, so there wasn't a whole lot left in there. Paint went all over me. So I've already changed clothes 3 times a day. I was sweating so bad earlier. Then I got paint on me, and I'm sweating again. So, anywho, that's that. And I made a mess on our little money thing, I didn't even notice because so much paint went flying all over the place, like, and some of it went through my little canvas thing. So anywho, I had to clean all that up and the brushes, and I'm calling it a day. And we are enjoying that fabulous fruit from, is it Peach Creek Market? They posted, I think, in a couple of different groups a few days ago. I shared it, I think, yesterday, that they'd be at Tractor Supply on Saratoga, and we got there a little late. But anyway, we got there at like 11-ish. The line wasn't too long, but they had sold out of tomatoes, pink pineapples, and the yellow watermelon. And they were sold out of purple whole peas, I think, too. But they had red watermelon, strawberries, peaches, cantaloupe. They had really nice corn. Was that it? It was really good. So, yeah, I had that out there. It was a one-time deal at Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply said that they'd love to have them back a few more times throughout the summer, at least maybe once a month. So, follow Peach Creek Market. He always tests the sugars on all the produce and tells you the sweetness bricks of it, and he always gets really sweet stuff. That's why we went for sweet stuff. So, as a treat, that's a nice fruit. Today, maybe tomorrow, we'll eat the watermelon. I'll show y'all what it looks like. But them cantaloupe were the best I've had in a long time. They're perfect to open up. It was 2 for $6, which wasn't bad considering how sweet they were. Because cantaloupe can be hit or miss around here sometimes. I know Fruit King did a sale a while back. I don't know if they still have it going on. It was like 6 for $2 for cantaloupe, the small ones. Some people thought the prices were a little high. They did come from out past Wharton, and I forget where they get all the produce from. I think Waylon said the peaches may have been from Georgia. It was the strawberries from Colorado, maybe. I forget where everything came from, but everything was very sweet, lovely. So we'll try out the watermelon tomorrow. Our pineapple we picked that we grew was really, really sweet. Actually soaked. I didn't have a whole lot of liquor in the house, so I soaked it in strawberry margarita mix that I had that was already like a cocktail. So that was really good. I had some of that last night. That was chilling for 24 hours, so I'd had some of that, and just trying to stay cool. So I'm trying to take my time with everything. So like if I paint on this side of the house over here, I do it in the morning when there's shade, and if I'm doing it later in the evening on the porch, it's shaded over here too. It's still hot. We have a shop fan that helps. So I had the shop fan going, and got a bunch of other projects I need to do. So I'm just trying to help Waylon get this done. He did a lot to get the patio done. There was like old concrete blobs. Like he dug out probably 8 inches or more of soil, clay soil. I sifted and moved all that rock over here and out to the back. He dug out all the soil, put it in the garden, but there was like blobs of concrete that was connected to this old walkway and the steps in order to put this down. So he had to get some kind of concrete blade for the, I forget what it's called, some kind of handsaw thing. So he had to cut those blobs out, get them out, and there was some extra concrete over here by that front bed, and I guess some other just ring blobs from the piers. So he was really careful to make sure nothing cracked. So he did all that, dug it out, put down the paver sand, tamped it down, right? Or maybe he put down so much of it, and then there's like paver mats, and then he put the paver sand, tamped it down, then he laid out the brick. A lot of it had to get cut by hand, and we laid it a different way so they didn't have to do so many custom cuts. And this was the cheapest one to find. It was black at Lowe's. I forget what the size is, but we did several this way. We did a bunch going this way, and then he did some special cuts down there. And then I did the sand that is like concrete when you wet it. So I put that all in, brushed it all in, tamped stamped it in with a rubber mallet, and then brushed it again, blew it off, and we watered it in, and it takes like 3 days to set up. Now it's good to go. And then he put like these, like I said, like these edges along the back, just because we don't want soil erosion back here. And like I said, the things that hold the pavers in, there wasn't enough to put them on the other side of the edgers to hold those in. So they just are what they are. They are with the paver sand, and they've got the easy locking cement sand, so it's good enough. No one's gonna be walking on it just to hold the soil back. And he's got one more he's got to put down in the corner. That's a custom cut, and I need him to at least replace that board there so I can finish painting all the things. So that's my projects that I'm working on. Slowly but surely, we'll just work on it when we can. My neighbor down the road said he'd love to help paint, so we'll see about that. Maybe when I'm done with this area. I just don't want paint, I mean, getting on the pavers and stuff. It's a real pain to get off. So anywho, maybe he'll help me. That'll be nice. I need some help. So anywho, that's what's going on. I hope everybody has a nice weekend. Not much going on in our garden other than the figs are growing. Oh, they had frozen figs for sale as well at the Peach Creek Market. So they had frozen bags of figs. I forget how much. Maybe $6. I don't know. They did post their prices. Anyway, that's what's going on. Have a great weekend, y'all, and we'll see you whenever